FIFA 19. Thanks for the memories, man. It's been a great ride, and it's not quite done yet, but it's the end game, man. That's all I gotta say. FIFA 19 about to come to an end. It's like saying goodbye to a friend. All I got to show for it is my team. Is it everything that I saw in my dreams? It's the end game, no infinity stones. It's the end game, who ended up on the throne. It's the end game, yeah. It's the end game, yeah.
What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy, One Star Weakfoot, and we are back today with a very interesting video. A couple days ago, as you guys know, I asked you guys to send me links of your endgame squads because it's about that time of FIFA. It is the end game, and most of you guys probably have your endgame team or close to your endgame team. So I'm actually excited to see what you guys have sent me. I want to see what people are rocking with nowadays, what people worked all year for FIFA to get. And as always, I do like interacting with you guys, and I felt like this video was a really good way to interact with my subscribers. Before we go any further though, if you're enjoying the content, please don't forget to hit the like button down below. Now, without further ado, let's get into the first squad. And I was very overwhelmed with the response I got. I mean, I think I got over 30 people sending me their squads, and that was a lot more than I expected. So thank you guys for that. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get to every single team on this video, but I will be releasing more than one video so more of you guys get a chance to really be involved into the videos. So I'm going to start over here with a few of the people who responded to my YouTube post, because some of you guys sent it on YouTube, some of you guys sent it on Twitter, some of you guys sent it to my PS4 account. So we're going to start with YouTube. I'm going to do a few here, I'm going to do a few on Twitter and everything like that. So squad number 1, we have Sierran0028. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, Sierran0028, his squad, that's a very interesting squad, actually. I like the fact that it's not exactly the meta. Let's start with his defense. Allison, I'm not a fan of Allison. Honestly, whenever I used Allison or Ederson, any EPL team of the season goalkeeper, they play like trash for me. However, I will say goalkeepers are very, very subjective in this game. I don't know why, but so some goalkeepers play really good for some people. Some goalkeepers play really bad for some people. So for this guy, Allison must be playing really good if he has him on the squad. I do come up against Allison sometimes, and on the odd game, the Allison will be very hard to beat. Robertson is his left back. I haven't really tried my Robertson that much. The only thing I'd be worried about here is his lack of jumping ability, but you already know it's a team of the season Robertson. He's still going to be a really good card. Prime Icon Moments Blanc. I really enjoy that card. That's who I use on my team. I do think that some of the other team of the season center backs are better, but for the money, you can't beat Blanc. Marquinhos. Oh, man. I really like that card, too. Blanc and Marquinhos probably make a really good combination because Marquinhos is agile, he's smaller, he's quicker, and Blanc is like that big bully, the big tall bully that wins headers in the air. I really rate that. He uses Dani Alves, which is very interesting. I didn't really think anybody used Dani Alves nowadays, but I kind of regret not doing this card. It looks like a really fun card. For his CM, he uses Ndombele. Not a bad card either. The only thing that sucks about Ndombele is his stamina, but if it wasn't for his stamina, I would absolutely love that card. For his cams, he uses Baggio and Laudrup. Yo, I really respect that, man. These aren't the most meta cards, but Baggio especially looks like a really, really fun card to try with his 5-star skills. He got Del Piero, and for me, Del Piero is like a legend in my own regard. FIFA 18, I used Del Piero forever. This FIFA, I packed him untradeable, the baby version. I used him for like 1,000 games. So shout out to anybody using Del Piero. I really messed with that. Pepe. I need to try that Pepe card. Thanks for the reminder, Sierran. I really need to try that Pepe card. That card looks absolutely beast. And Ibrahimovic. Yo, it's crazy that people are still using Ibrahimovic at this stage of the game, but it still probably works. He still has amazing stats, and he can hang probably with most of these team of the season cards. Let me see. Does he say? Oh, he has 500k spare. Let me see. What would I do to this team with 500,000 spare? Well, it depends. The players I would really most look to replace on this team are probably one of the icon cams, because I feel like you could do a lot better for that money, or the right back. Let me think about it. I've come up with a few suggestions for this team. Number 1, The number one suggestion I would give you is if you want to get rid of Flashback Ibrahimovic, you want to put him on the bench as a super sub because his stamina is quite low and his balance, in my opinion, does or will let you down in certain games. I would replace him with either team of the season Cavani, or if you could stretch it, team of the season Benzema or Jovic. Those guys kind of bring something similar to Ibrahimovic in the fact that they still are aerial threats, but they also have more stamina. They have better finishing, better balance, better dribbling, everything like that. If you want to go another route, another upgrade I would suggest for this team is to replace Laudrup with 92 Bergkamp. I think with your cams, you have Baggio and Laudrup, and both of them are really good playmakers, but none of them are really great at finishing. So to bring somebody like Bergkamp in, who is in his own right a really good finisher and a good playmaker, I think that would be a huge upgrade to this side. Now we're going to move on to the next team. All right, so we're going to move on to team number 2, which is Mr. Ty. Shout out, Mr. Ty. Let's see what your team look like, man. Let's see what your team look like. All right. Wow, this is actually really... Yo, honestly, I dig the squad a lot, man. Just off the first glance. Oh, he has a bench too? Yo, he did work here. All right. Let's look at his backline first, yo. Telles and Militao. Yo, what more can I say? That's one of the best value for money left back, center back combinations you can get on this game. Blanken and Babu, once again, one of the best value for money combinations you can get on this game. So that backline is solid. I have no complaints there. His goalkeeper, Oblak, I actually tried him for about 15 to 20 games in division rivals when I packed him. I think I've packed him more than once at this point, and he's pretty solid. He seems to me in game just as good as De Gea, but that's just in my experience. Goalkeepers tend to play different for everybody else or everybody. I don't know why. His midfield. Does he say what formation he plays? Let's see. He doesn't say. Okay, so I can only assume he's playing like a 4-2-3-1. Yeah, probably a 4-2-3-1 because he has the 2 CDMs of Paulinho and Vieira. So his midfield, Paulinho, I actually should try that card. It kind of sucks. I think the thing expired already because I loved Paulinho at the beginning of the game. And he looks like he could be a very solid budget option for CDM. Vieira, you already know my feelings on Vieira. That card is an absolute game changer. His attack looks like it's going to be wide cams are going to be Neymar and Tovin. Once again, very solid. At this stage of the game, I would replace Neymar with somebody better, but Neymar, not in form, still gets the job done. And then we got Benzema and Lacazette, so I'm guessing one is the cam, one is the striker, or maybe he plays 2 strikers at the top. I don't know. But whatever the case is, Benzema and Lacazette, I love both of those cards, man. Benzema, if you guys haven't used them, you should give him a shot. I mean, he's pretty much the total package. You know, he's tall. He could win things in the air. He could play make. He could dribble, and his shot is next level. Same thing with Lacazette. This dude is a total package. Next level finishing. I really, really rate the squad because it's probably something where he didn't spend that much money on it. Might have not even spent money on FIFA points. You could get a squad like this. So big ups to this guy, Mr. Ty. Very good squad right here. Let's look at his bench real quick. Mena. God, I want that Mena card. I need to try the Mena card still. He looks like a beast. Oh, we got Martinez. And Villa, I tried against my friend, and that card's actually pretty solid. Probably would be a great Vieira sub. Di Maria is a card I need to try as well. Vela. You got a lot of 2-star weak foots on this bench, man, but you do got some solid cards. Really nice team. As far as suggestions going forward, the only person I would replace in the starting lineup really is Neymar to one of his better versions. But other than that, this looks like a great endgame squad. Let's move on to the next team, baby. All right, so I'm going to scroll up because if I just do the bottom, it's not going to be very random. I'm going to scroll up to this guy, Killad, with multiple Ds. He says he plays 4-3-3-2 or 4-1-2-1-2 in game. A man of culture. 4-3-3-2 is one of my favorite formations of this game. Let's look at the squad. All right. Yo, this squad's very interesting, man. I'm really liking these squads so far, man. This is really fun. I really get a lot of enjoyment out of seeing what people actually rock with because sometimes it's very unique, and this guy's no exception, all right? He got Telles. Once again, I love Telles. In my opinion, top 3 left back on this game. Felipe, he said, I think he had a comment about that Felipe. Don't discredit my Felipe. The guy is an absolute beast. Wins every header in physical challenge. All right, fair play, man. I wouldn't use Felipe myself, honestly, but if he works for you, man, that's all that matters. The only thing I don't like about Felipe is his pace because I always get burnt on counters because of my pace. But maybe this guy defends with a deeper line, so he's able to really mitigate that weakness of Felipe's. Because other than that, Felipe looks like a solid card, to be fair. Allison, I hate Allison in this game, but that's just me. He does tend to perform against me, so I can't hate on him. Van Dijk as a red pick. Jesus. GG's, man. That's a great pull. Hakimi. Yo, that card, I packed him untradeable earlier in FIFA. I ended up throwing him in SBC because I just don't use a Bundesliga side, but that card's really good. I would like to see how he performs at this stage of FIFA against all these team of the seasons, because when I was using him mid-FIFA cycle, he was a really good card. So his CMs, let me see, what formations? 4-1-2-1-2. Oh, so, all right, so his CMs are going to be, I'm guessing, Bernardo Silva, Wijnaldum, and Blanc. Yo, baby Blanc, in my opinion, is still one of the best value for money midfielders on this game. That card is sick. The only flaw that this Blanc has is his stamina. But I just love Blanc in the game. I love his center backs. I love his midfield cards. I love all the Blancs. Give me all the Blancs. Wijnaldum and Bernardo Silva, very, very good options. Wijnaldum, to me, is like a Mateus Light. Bernardo Silva is extremely cheap nowadays. You guys should go get him if you got the money, because that card's a great value. We got Dembele and Sancho, both 5-star skillers on the wing, so I'm guessing you love the 5-star skills, and I'm guessing you might be El Tornado Cross, and I'd hate to come against you on the weekend league because, yo, I cannot defend El Tornado Crosses, but those cards look like really fun cards, and I really need to try them, actually. I still haven't tried Dembele and Sancho, and it would be fun to try them because in real life, they're really fun to watch. And then we got Ronaldo. Of course, that guy's going to be a beast. So overall, what would I say about the squad? Very, very well-rounded squad. The only upgrades I would say you can make, it depends how much money you got, is to upgrade him to... I know you like Felipe, man, but you got to upgrade this guy to at least FFS Militao, man. That card is going to be a lot better than this Felipe game, in my opinion. What else? Hakimi, I guess you need him for the strong link, so there is no other card you can really use here. Let me see. Is there an English right back you could link him to? And maybe get Sancho on 7. Walker, but I don't really... Oh, you could use Trent. You could use Trent Alexander-Arnold here to link them if you really want to. But I don't think Trent... I love Trent, and I use him on my team, but that's because I packed him untradeable. I don't think he's worth the money. The wingers, I think, are fire. I mean, both 99 pace. Both of them are 5-star skillers. Midfield is solid. Yeah, I would say Felipe is the main thing I would upgrade on the squad. Other than that, man, this looks like a great squad. Thanks for the submission. Now let's move on to the next squad. Yeah, let's Joshua Zhang. He says he plays a 4-1-2-1-2 possession. Normally sub the left back in his 2 CMs. He plays Bernardo Silva at cam. All right. Oh my God, this is a very, very interesting team, man. He said what formation? 4-1-2-1-2 possession, normally subs the left back in his 2 CMs. All right, 4-1-2-1-2 possession. So I'm guessing this guy, well, let's start with his defense first, all right? Telles, yo, everybody's using this Telles card, man. Much respect to that. Laporte and Walker as your center backs. Very interesting combination there. I wonder, though, would Doherty make a better center back than Walker? Because when you look at Doherty's stats, and when you look at how big and how good he is at jumping, would he be a better center back than Walker? Because I know Walker's a great right back. So I wonder if that would be a possible switch you can make there. I don't know. Maybe you already do that in game. Who knows? Allison, once again. Yo, I think everybody packed Allison out of their team of the season packs and just use him at this point, just to use him. Because everybody that submitted their squad so far has had Allison in it. Yo, I hate Allison. But, yo, if he works for you, he works for you. Declan Rice is a card I really regret not doing, because every time he comes against me, he does a really good job defensively. So I kind of regret not doing Rice. You got Bernardo Silva once again, one of my favorite cheap cards on this game. Just a really, really fun card to use. Oh, Aaron Ramsey. I kind of regret not doing this one as well. I mean, I wouldn't be using him, but just a fun card to have. So your midfield looks pretty decent. Very well rounded. You got Silva and Ramsey as your attacking CMs, I'm guessing. You got what's his name? Declan Rice as your CDM. And Ramsey and Silva still can put in the defensive shift. So I really dig that. I'm guessing your cam. Oh, you said your Silva's your cam. So I'm guessing Sarabia is your CM, actually. I'm not sure about that. Silva looks like a really good card, but he looks like he'd only be, in my opinion, good at the cam position. To be fair, though, I haven't tried him, so I can't speak on that. Your strikers, I'm guessing, are going to be Aspas and Lacazette. And Lacazette is an absolute beast, so I'm sure you love him. Aspas looks like a really nice card, to be fair. I just never really got on with any Aspas on any FIFA for whatever reason. I'm not sure, but this card looks really nice. Even though he has a 3-star weak foot, I mean, 97 finishing is still 97 finishing. He's probably a beast. Let's look at your bench. Oh, your bench is actually pretty stacked, to be fair, man. I'm guessing you said you subbed the left back. All right, so I'm guessing you put Tagliafico in. Yo, Tagliafico's a beast, man. My friend has him. I've used him before. I love that Tagliafico card. And your CMs, I'm guessing you sub. So who do you sub him in for, man? I'm guessing you sub Villa for Declan Rice and Guzman for one of the attacking CMs. Yo, let me look at this Guzman card, man. I actually haven't looked at it. I looked at it real quick when it came out, and that's it. This Guzman card looks like a beast, man. I'm surprised I heard nobody talk about it, man. As a sub, this guy's probably a really, really nice card, man. Look at that. 90 finishing. He got the pace. He has the jumping. He even has decent composure for a midfielder. I might have to give this guy a shot, man. Big ups to you. Thanks for you submitting your squad. Now I'm going to move on to my Twitter squads, man. Let's get it. So, number 1, we have Isus. And he sent me this squad right here. He said, I'm sorry, the quality, bro. Can you help me out? 4-1. I'm guessing that's 4-1-2-2 formation. All right. So I hope you guys can see that squad pretty well. His defense looks pretty interesting. All right. You got Schultz, who I actually think that's a really nice card. That Schultz card. The only thing is he can't jump for anything. You probably get beat on far post headers if you play weekend league. If you use that card. So I would upgrade him if I could. Even to Halstenberg, because Halstenberg is slower, he's clunkier, but yo, that guy could at least defend a lot better, I'm guessing, than Schultz. But if you like to attack with your fullback, Schultz probably works for you, so who knows? For your center backs, you got Desailly and Laporte, and that's actually pretty solid. Laporte is like a poor man's Blanc, and Desailly is still a very solid card. Ederson's your goalkeeper, and I tried Ederson myself. I hated him, but if you know how to move your goalkeeper, that guy's dangerous. That guy moves so fast. I hate coming up against him when the guy knows how to use goalkeeper movement. For the right back, we got Lala. I'm sure he's still a great card at this point of the game. When I did use that Lala card, he was really nice. You said 4-1-2-2, narrow. So I'm guessing your midfield is going to be Awar, Goretzka, and Nedved, if I'm right, because that's the only player I would use in the midfield out of those cards. If I'm right, though, pretty solid midfield right there. I'm guessing Goretzka's your CDM. Awar and Nedved are your wide CMs. And, yo, I really can't really critique much about that. I mean, Goretzka and Awar are beasts. Nedved, that's the only position I really would use him in, is centrally, because I feel like at this stage of FIFA, he doesn't quite have enough pace to play on the wings anymore. But I do know he puts his shift in defensively as a CM because he has the stats, he has the work rates, everything like that. For your strikers, Sterling, Rashford, what? Actually, I'm not sure. Is Eusebio your cam or your striker? Well, let's just talk about your attack. You got Eusebio and Sterling, who are amazing, amazing quality cards at this stage of the game. And Rashford, who in my opinion, still pretty decent. But I think you could do better. So if I had to replace one of your players, I would replace Rashford. The rest is, or no, I would replace Rashford or Schultz. And Schultz wouldn't be too expensive to replace. I'd just replace him with Halstenberg, in my opinion. Even though he's slower, he could defend a lot better. And as far as Rashford, it depends on your budget, man. But I would replace him with somebody who's more clinical and has higher composure. If a footies Rashford does come out, though, you're in luck because that would fit your team perfectly. For the next squad, I'm going to go on my page. How do I check who posted at me? Tweets and replies? Oh, I think I could just go to notifications, right? All right, so for my next squad, I'm just going to go to people who have, yeah, right here. Jackson Lowe. This is his team. What might you suggest? Yo, this guy, what to talk about? What would I suggest? This team, this team is massive, man. This team is crazy. Jesus Christ. This might be the best team that I've looked at today so far. So let's start with his defense and goalkeeper. I mean, his defense is perfect. I can't really come up with any suggestions for that. I mean, Militao and Van Dijk is something I'm trying to work towards, or something similar, because that Militao card looks absolutely beastly. His fullbacks are perfect. I love Dumfries, one of my favorite right backs on this game. I love Telles, one of my favorite left backs on this game. The goalkeeper, Ederson, it never worked for me, but if you know how to use goalkeeper movement, like I said, that card's sick. And let's see, his midfield is going to be Goretzka, Vieira. Yo, That's a crazy midfield, man. Mateus, Vieira, Firmino, and Goretzka. I'm not sure what I would suggest here. Vieira is meta. Firmino is pretty good as a midfielder. I'm guessing you use him at cam. Yeah, that's the only thing that would make sense here. Yeah, Goretzka and Vieira are some of my favorite midfielders on this game. Mateus as well, one of my favorite midfielders on this game. And then you got Firmino, Havertz, and Lewandowski as your attacking trio. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here I can really suggest to make this team better. The only thing I can really suggest here, because your team is so stacked, is I would really replace Ederson with Van der Sar. Because to me, Van der Sar, that middle card, is the best goalkeeper I've used on this game. And that's just how good your team is, man. The only thing I could really upgrade is that goalkeeper. So thanks for your submission, man. I really appreciate it. Now let's move on to our last squad of this video. All right, so I'm over here looking at teams for my last squad. I'm going to go over here, Gazzy. Gazzy the GOAT. Are you the GOAT? Let's look at your squad, man. So the first picture is how he starts. Actually, I don't want to see that. I want to see how it plays in game. That gives me better insight. So that's how it plays in game. And yo, look at that. Yo, shout out to your bench, man. That bench is rainbow. It looks like Skittles. Taste the rainbow. That's a very attractive looking bench. But let's look at the starting lineup. So his defense is pretty decent. Mendy, once again, great card. I use him. I love him. Chiellini and Izzo, both cards I actually haven't used. The only thing that worries me about Chiellini is that he's kind of slow. He's on the slow side, which is ridiculous. I'm saying that about like a 76, 78 pace center back, but at this stage of FIFA, kind of on the slow side. Izzo looks like a beast, though. I will say that. Donnarumma, I know, is a beast from personal experience. I've used his 90 card, so I can only say that 95 card is a beast, because every time I come up against it, I can't score for anything. So that's a really good defensive trio right there. We got DaCosta, who obviously is a beast. In my opinion, one of the best right backs on his game. I still got to try him out, but he looks like another Dumfries. Your midfield, you got Goretzka, a great CDM. I think he's kind of wasted at CDM because of how good he is offensively. I'd rather play him at CM, in my opinion. You got Fekir and Awar. I think your wide CMs are a little on the small side. If I'm being honest, like if I'm critiquing the team, I would drop Fekir and move Goretzka to CM and get like a big destroyer CDM. But I'm not sure how much money you got, how like what kind of chemistry you're working with here. But I would do that. Muller, I kind of wish I tried that card because it looks like a fun card. Haven't seen anybody use them, so I like to use those kind of cards. It's kind of shameful that I never tried them, but I'm sure he's a great cam. Your strikers here are Bergkamp. Wow, interesting choice. And Werner. And I'm guessing you send Werner in to get in behind. I'm guessing you have Bergkamp on balanced and Muller on balanced, because that would be great. You got Werner getting behind you. You got those two great playmakers of Muller and Bergkamp sending him in behind. This looks like a really good squad, man. Let's look at your bench real quick. Yo, Sterling. I'm guessing you put in Sterling for either Muller or Bergkamp. Am I right there? That Sterling, I love that card. He still starts on my team. Oh, you got Mertens too? And you don't even start him? Yo, that's crazy. You got Mertens on the bench just chilling. I'm sure he's a great card, though. You got Lala on the bench. Nice card. You even have... Yo, your bench is actually stacked. You got Royce on the bench. Very nice team, man. Thanks for your submission. Thanks for everybody who submitted squads to me, man. This won't be my last video, so I'll be looking at more of these squads in my next reviewing your squads video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. But until then, later.